Well, good morning, friends. It's Tracy from Nova Scotia Living.
Guess what?
What?
I saw a 1-year-old baby
Crossing the road?
Yeah, by itself.
Oh, no way.
Yes.
Anyways, it is Monday morning. I'm about to drop Maze off to school. He's ready to rock, aren't you, Maze? He was slow moving this morning, but yeah, the sun is bright. Anyways, we're going to spend the day together, so let me get him delivered and we'll see what trouble we can get into. All right, I got Maze dropped off. I can't be in here too long, but look at all those seagulls lined up on top of the superstore looking for those 50% off sales. Just like me. Oh, and there's a little pup in that truck. Birds up on a wire. But yeah, there's nobody here. The store just opened, so I don't know how many 50% off stickers that we'll have, but my teenager, I told him he could take the van in today. He only has 2 classes this semester, and then he's all done school, thank God. But this way, I mean, he still has mono, and he can just go to his class. But we don't know what part of the day is his class, so I said, you can take the van, but you need to be in there before the first class starts, just in case that's when your class is. So I'm just going to be in here quick and see what kind of sales we can find. And yeah, I'll show you along the way. Alright, these little powdery donuts were on sale. I bought 2. One they can have today, like after school as a snack. I mean, there's no sense in trying to hide it from them. They'll always sniff it out. The other one I'm going to bag up for lunches this week. I also got a green salad down there. They have like these meringue nests often on sale. I've never bought one, so I don't know what they are. But yeah, I'm just taking a peek, taking a look-see. But yeah, we'll see what we can find. Alright friends, it's 8:54. I just got home. I didn't get a whole bunch of 50% off stuff. They had some stuff there, but stuff I didn't want or need, so I didn't get it. But I know I showed you there. I got one they can have like for dessert today, because they'll snack on those. This one I'm going to bag up in little things that'll be for lunches this week. I'll put like 2 little donuts in a little baggie, just as a little treat. Pasta was on sale for $1. I've been buying pasta recently because I want to put it in, I want to use my food saver and vacuum seal some, and you might be thinking like, why not just keep them in this package? But it'll take up space in my pantry, and this way I can put it down in the basement with no threat of critters. Not that we have critters, but sometimes we do in the basement. They can't dig into jars, and yeah, I want to have a nice stockpile of those just in case. And I bought 2 spaghetti ones. I bit the bullet and I bought some frozen vegetables today. I'm going to can up. And again, why can them? Why not just keep them in your freezer? Well, I don't got a lot of room in my freezers, and this way they're ready to go and they taste good, and it is cheaper to buy this for me than buy individual cans. I'll get more out of it, and I have the jars to use, so that's what I'm going to do. I bought 4 bags of frozen peas. The other 2 are over there. And they only had 3 bags, big bags of corn. I would have bought 4, but they only had 3. I took what was left. And I'll can those up tomorrow because I need to wait for these to defrost. I'm going to empty these in bowls today and just let them sit all day until tomorrow. Bought this salad. My kids love salad. And yeah, there'll be none of this left later on, so that's good. 50%. Bought this little roast. It was originally $13.81, marked down to $6.58, and then 50% off. So it's not really enough for a meal for my family, but I could cut this up and make like beef fried rice or something with it. Not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but I wanted to get it. I bought some frozen diced onions. We do have onions here, but if I start making some freezer meals, this comes in handy. And yeah, they were on sale, so, you know, I got some. Got some napkins. They're left over from Christmas. They were 50 cents each. Why not have some napkins? I bought this for my prepper storage medical department, just to have some. Yeah, I'm adding to my medical stockpile, just because of everything that's going on these days. And I just do it bit by bit because it can get expensive, but this is one more thing for my cabinet and we'll have it. So there's the other 2 frozen peas, and that's what I got. Nothing big and fancy, but I have some plans. Plans. So I'm excited. All right, friends. Well, I've been busy putting that stuff away, but I emptied the frozen vegetables into some bowls and the corn into my big stock pot. So yeah, I'm just going to cover these and let them sit out because you don't really want to can something that's frozen and put it into a canner that gets super hot. You're just asking for some cracked jars and stuff. So anyways, if I get a chance to go into Sobeys today, I might look for another big bag of corn there, just so I have the same amount of corn as I do peas. We'll see, but if not, I'm canning up what I got, but this will be for tomorrow's project. All right, friends, well, I bought these the other day, 50% off, whole bunch of mushrooms. I know I have a video on canning mushrooms, but I'm going to get these in a pot and boil them for about 5 minutes and then strain them, and then they'll be ready for canning. But I need to bring jars up from the basement so I can get those washed, and I'm hoping I can can these today. If I can, at least the mushrooms will be ready and they're not sitting there just sitting there. They'll be sitting there ready to rock. So anyways, let me get those into a pot. Well, I'm using Harriet. That's my next biggest pot besides the one I have the corn over there in. So yeah, I'm just gonna load her up with water and get these bubbling for a few minutes. All right, friends, I've been busy. The pot of mushrooms is on the stove. It hasn't come up to boil yet, but I went down and got some jars. I just put a few extra dishes that were on the counter. I'm gonna put this on high and they'll be all ready for canning today and tomorrow. So awesome. All right, guys, well, it's 10 to 2. After I did those mushrooms, they're still sitting home in the strainer, all boiled in, well, just for like 5 minutes. Strained, so they'll be cool. The dishwasher was going with all those jars. That's done. And I laid down for a little nap. I had a headache, so I took a Tylenol and just laid down for a little nap and woke up. Just came into town. I stopped at Sobeys, got another bag of corn, so I had the same amount, basically, as the peas, and I plan on doing that tomorrow. So I'm here to get maize. Oh, and I stopped at Tim Hortons, got myself a coffee. Got Evie. Got maize, a donut. One called Strawberry Confetti. I think it must be like a Valentine's one or something. And then we're going to go home, and I got to figure out what I'm going to do for supper. I do have some corn on the cob, a little bit of roast beef, that salad. Yeah, I'm just going to throw together some leftover stuff, and that'll be supper. But then I want to get those mushrooms canned up. I'm going to start that when I get home. And yeah, that's what's going down. So we need to go in and get maize now. We're over beside the playground. He's way over here talking to a couple of his friends at the picnic table. Cute. Right, we got into the van. I'll just show you. Maize looked like a pretty one on the... Ooh. I should have opened this before I turned you guys on.
Mom.
There it is. Doesn't that look fancy?
But Mom, here's that bottle.
Okay. Alright guys, it's 2:45. Just got home. So yeah, I got another bag of corn. I'm going to dump it right in that pot with the other corn. And this was the store that had Kraft Dinner on for 99 cents. If you bought 10, you got 10 air miles. So I bought 10 just for emergency purposes. You know what I mean? We have it every once in a while. And yeah, I got some. And Sobeys doesn't have plastic bags anymore. You can either buy a paper one for 10 cents or a reusable one for 25 cents. So I got a paper bag. So I can use that as a fire starter too. So it's all good. Alright, I'm going to do this corn up quick, just put it in a pot and start boiling it, because the roast beef, I just need to heat it up, the salad's already ready to rock, and this way this can just get moving and grooving. Alright, I have everything all set up. I'm waiting for that corn to be done boiling, because I want to use that burner when I can the mushrooms, and the girls should be home any minute now. I probably won't even fill all these, because when you do mushrooms, like, it looks like you have a ton, but then they wilt down a bit, but I have enough here anyways. These are going to be for tomorrow. I'll probably need more jars, maybe. We'll see. But I'm just going to cover these with a towel, and people will leave them alone. So yeah, I'm going to get supper going, and then I'm going to can those mushrooms. All right, guys, I got it all ready to go. So this is roast beef. I heated it up good and hot in the microwave. My big silver bowls are being used by those peas, so I had to divide the salad in half so I could mix it up. The other half is over there, but I might put it in their lunches tomorrow. And I strained the corn. And I have the little pokers there and the butter on the side. I'll set you guys up and we'll make the plates for them. All right, let's get this party started. And Maze is just pounding me, so I'll get him first. Maze, you go on out. I'll tell you when your plate is ready. I'll have to cut his meat up a little bit. Ooh. I can't really touch that. Is that still hot? It's a little hot. Make the pokers in his corn on the cob and I'll roll it in the butter for him. If I didn't have this many corn on the cobs, I would have snapped them in half, but there's enough here for everybody to have one. So that's good. There. All right. Just a smidge of salad. I won't give him a whole bunch. He likes the cucumbers. And that's Maze's supper. And there's mustard pickles in there. That goes really good with roast beef, if anybody wants those. Now, Mosiah said she does not want very much roast beef, so I'll give her, she wants corn on the cob and salad, so I won't give her a whole great big bunch. I just want to make sure I use up the rest of this. I didn't make this yesterday, I made it the day before, so it's still good, it's fine. But perfect. And if they want dressing on it, they can get dressing on it. I gotta get her pokers in. Roll it and deliver it. Well, I'm not delivering. Those guys can come. I would have liked to have set this up on the table and they can come fix their own plate, but you know my table is full of stuff right now. There. Mosiah's supper. Put that over here. Mally will most likely want to come get her own. I'll get Misha's now. Misha's on roller skates going around the house.
Yeah.
I gotta cut that. It's too big. Yeah, those roller skates are a big hit. Cut some of that fatty part off. Corn. Are you gonna have dressing on your salad, Misha? No? Yeah, they often like it just plain, which is A-okay with me. Misha does love herself some salad. She'll make her own salad if I have lettuce and stuff in the fridge for an evening snack. Doesn't have a whole lot of lettuce. She loves those little baby tomatoes. Loves them. Misha's. And then I'll let Mally fend for herself because she is an independent woman. And yeah, then I can start canning those mushrooms. Hip hip hooray. All right, friends. Well, I'm gonna load up those jars really quick. I have my pressure canner over on the stove, ready to go. I have like a video on this, so I won't go into great detail. Basically, I'm just gonna put the mushrooms in the jars, wipe the rims, put the lids on. Oh, put water in it too. But for now, I'm just doing this. And I gotta debubble them too. We'll see how many jars I actually get, but mushrooms are a good thing to have on hand. And I do have dehydrated mushrooms, But when I see a sale and I know I have the jars, I'm taking advantage. Taking advantage. I'll probably end up putting a few mushrooms back in here when I add the water and debubble it. It'll make more room. Those guys are out there fighting over those dang roller skates. They're a curse and a blessing, I'm telling you. I really want to get some of them for their actual size feet. It's funny because they're way too big for them, but they're having a blast with them. I have all the jars and the vegetables covered with some clean tea towels. So that's good. Their eyes lit up when they got home and seen those big bowls and the big pot of peas and corn. Yeah. So these mushrooms aren't completely cooked now, but that just kind of opens them up, I guess. I don't know. But these will end up being like, if you were to buy a can of mushrooms at the store, you know how you open them up and they're kind of soft but still together. That's what these are going to be like. I find when I can frozen vegetables too, well, peas and corn, it's like buying a can of corn. Because you know when you cook frozen vegetables, frozen corn, frozen peas, they're good, but they taste a little different, have a different texture than canned corn and peas. These turn out to be like, just like the cans that you buy in the store. So, and yeah, they don't eat them all the time, but this will last me for a while. I don't think I've done this. Oh, I probably did it once last year, maybe. I forget now. We just have it as a side in some suppers. I know this isn't a great view. You can see a little better there. But yeah, we'll get these loaded up. My son has the van now. He's going to pick Evie up from the daycare for 5:30. I said, don't forget. So I won't even have to go out. So that's awesome. You guys, get going. After what? After, yes, you can read to me, Misha, but not right this second. Lordy, lordy.
Mom,
what?
Mom, Lisa, I just had a little turn on the roller skates.
You'll have another turn.
This right when she came back and she saw me. So, and she has it longer than me. So, it's making me want to do
I'm making a
it.
mess.
Can you tell to do that?
I will get her to hand them off in a minute. Maze, leave that curtain alone right now.
I'm trying to pick it out.
I don't want it out. I like it behind the bench.
No.
And since these mushrooms are cool, I'm using like cool water, not cold. And same with the water that I put in my canner. So everything's starting from cold. Because you don't want to mix temperatures. And then there's a little bit of mushrooms left in the strainer. Right. I gotta get something to debubble this. And I'm just using hot water today to wipe the rims because I can. And it's not like I'm canning greasy meat or anything. Where I absolutely, 99% of the time, I wipe my rims with vinegar, but I just can't be bothered right now to get that out. I did put a splash of vinegar in my canner, just so the jars don't get cloudy when they come out. If I was to forget, it's not a big deal. You just wash them the next day and it comes right off. Might add a little more water. I have enough for one of those little jars, like half pint ones, quarter pint. And I mean, I could put salt in here. I don't generally do that anymore. Like, I just can vegetables, and then you can season them up with whatever you put them in. That one has a little too much water. And of course I checked all the rings of my jars to make sure there's no nicks or anything stuck on them. These are like little jelly jars, but they're the perfect size for mushrooms. We'll go to the bathroom. Mom, I have to poop. That needs a little more water, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, I'm making a mess. But it's just water. Oh, my back. And some people can their mushrooms with the mushroom water that you boil them in. I don't, generally, no. I like to use the fresh water. Perfect. Yeah, I got them all 50% off. Some were cremini, some were like white button mushrooms, but they're already sliced, so that saves kind of a headache. Not that it's hard to slice mushrooms, but that needs a little more water. Did you eat your supper?
Yeah. Can I have another piece of corn?
Yes, you can. You gotta save one for Evie though, because he's coming. I have one of those little jars. Okay, just a sec. I gotta go assist Mr. Mays. I'll be back. Alright, I ended up wiping the rims, putting the lids on, putting the rings on, fingertip tight. Now I'm just gonna bring them over and put them in the canner, and we'll get that rolling. Alright, they all fit in one batch, so that's good. I'm only firing up one canner. This is my wider one, so it fits more jars, and yeah, they're all in there. So I'm going to put the lid on, turn the burner on high, and wait for it to vent. Well, I'm still waiting on that pot to even come up to vent. It'll take a while because it's a big beast over there, but this is what's left over of the salad, and I combined them back together again. I'll take a little bit out for my husband and my teenager, and whatever's left, I'm going to put it in containers for their lunches tomorrow, and then that'll be all done, and I can recycle the packaging, and yeah, I won't have it kicking around in my fridge or anything like that. Perfect. Right, I got those loaded. That's what's left. So there's enough there for my husband and Marquise, so that's good. This one's Maze's. He doesn't care for anything colorful in his salads. But the rest, I'll have a little bit of everything. So yeah, that's one big chunk out of their lunches for tomorrow, so that's good. Well, while I'm on a roll, I might as well pack their lunches. Get it over with. Alright, lunches are packed. How awesome is that? Like a boss. I have the timer going for 10 minutes for this. The pressure just came up, so that's good. Even though there's steam coming out of there, I know there's pressure in this pot, so that's good. And once this 10 minutes is up, we'll put the weight on it and, yeah, move forward. Alright. It came to vent. I put the lid on, or the weight on. Now I'm just going to adjust the temperature down to about a 7 and set the timer for 45 minutes. Okay. While we're waiting for the canner to finish, Misha's reading me some of her French books. What's this one, Misha? Show the cover. What is it called?
Mais oreilles de lapin.
Oh, nice. She's having some lemonade. I bought 50% off. Alright guys, well it's 5 o'clock. I shut that burner off about 10 minutes ago, so it's still going to have to cool down for at least a half hour or more. But there's no pressure. Well, there's still pressure in it, but it's going down. Like the heat isn't still on. I told the kids, do not touch the stove. Do not move it. My teenager and Mally's there. I mean, my kids, I've been canning for a while. They know this. And they've already eaten their supper, which was early, but that's how my kids, that's how we do it lately. They have an early supper and then they have a nice big snack in the evening before they go to bed. I just got to do it that way. But anyway, so that's done, which is good. And I'd like to can up the other stuff, but I can't because it's still frozen. I'll probably get my hand in there with a glove after and move it around a bit so the stuff on the bottom defrosts a little more. Because if you leave it just to sit there, it'll still be frozen. Part of it will still be frozen tomorrow. So anyways, yeah, we need to go get Evie. My son got back earlier than he thought he would. So I'll spin over and get him, come back, and yeah, give him a bit of supper. There's no more corn on the cob left though. There's a little bit of roast beef left and salad. But I have yogurt and things there that I know he'll eat. So not a big deal. But let's go get our grandbaby. Alright, we just got home and he completely fell asleep. I guess he didn't have a nap at the sitters, so I'll see if I can get him in there without waking him up. We'll see. Alright friends, I got him in there. He's just laying on the couch. I didn't put him upstairs in the bed because this way he won't have a super long nap and won't throw his sleep schedule off tonight, I'm hoping. But the pressure's down, so it's okay to open this up. Still very hot, but I'm going to open it and we'll get them on the table and see how they look. And I just have to show you, even though they had salad for supper, Misha was here making her own salad after supper. She already had salad with her supper, but I had this celery and lettuce and carrots in the fridge, and she's making another salad of her own, even though there's a little bit left in that thing. But yeah, kids, huh? There, I couldn't wait for her to finish, so I got them out. Yeah.
It's covering the celery.
They all sealed. There was just 2 that weren't sealed when I got it out, but as soon as I got done taking that little itty baby one out, I heard them ping. So they're all sealed already, but they're still boiling. See that? Hot, 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 hot. So yeah, I'm just gonna let these sit here overnight and we'll wash them up tomorrow and put them in the basement. There, Misha has that big bowl. Are you gonna eat all that, Misha? Yep. You're having dressing on it this time. Some ranch, not a whole lot. Yeah.
For that.
I live in a house full of bunnies that likes to eat some veggies. Not a bad thing. Well, alright friends, it is 8:46 and my teenager Marquise is about to bring Evie home. Yeah, my dad worked till 8, but she was doing interviews, like interviewing, till 9 o'clock. So it's 8:45. He can start heading over there in just a minute. Those frozen peas and corn, I ended up rinsing them because I didn't rinse them when I put them in the bowl. I could have done it then. I should have done it then. It probably would have been easier because they would have been totally frozen, but anyways, I was starting to move them around, shuffle them around a bit, and I'm just like, I'm just going to rinse them now. And I put them back in the bowls and stuff, so I'll know they'll be all rinsed tomorrow when I go to can them. But yeah, I'm glad I did those mushrooms. I mean, it's a lot of work, but I have my canners out already. I got a good deal on them. I'm using up my little jars because I don't have a whole lot of those ones left, and I'm determined to use all the jars in my basement. And yeah. Anyways, and it's stuff that I'll use. If I don't put it in the kids' food, I'll put it in my food, and it's good. Mushrooms are good for you. So yeah, I'll do the peas and corn. I want to do scrambled sausage. I want to do, yeah, whatever the heck I can do. Whatever sales I can do. I'll probably dehydrate some more stuff or whatever. But I hope you liked hanging out with me today. And supper was a success. There was one more corn on the cob, so Evie ended up eating that too with some yogurt and other stuff. I thought it was all gone, but yeah, so he likes corn on the cob. I don't bother putting those little pokers in for him. I mean, it wasn't hot. It's just he always pulls them out and then he wants you to put them back in, and he'll pull them right out and want you to put them back in. So I've learned, just give him the dang corn on the cob as it is. Don't bother with the little holders. And just wait till the corn on the cob's cool enough to hold. So, anyways, he's down there squawking and stuff. I need to go knock on my son's door. He wants to go to town, whatever, do something, teenage stuff. As long as he's back at a reasonable time. And he can drop Evie off so I won't have to go out. My husband's gone to the gym. I'm going to get the kids ready for bed. I can hear one of the kids downstairs on the roller skates. That's funny. So anyways, guys, again, hope you liked hanging out with me today. And I want to say peace, love, and happiness today and every single day. Please like, share, and subscribe if you so choose. But if not, that's okay too. I still love ya. I still want all the happiness in the world for each and every one of you out there. I certainly do. I really, really honest and truly do. Yes, I do. I hear ya. Someone's trying to sneak up the steps. But yeah, stop back tomorrow if you want to hang out in my kitchen again. We'll see what we can get done. Oh, it's Evie coming up. Evie! Go knock on Marquise's door. Tell him you're ready to go home. Knock on his door. Knock, knock, knock. Do it to Marquise's door. He's ready to go home. Anyways, guys, with that, I'll say have a good night or have a good morning. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Boink.